I'd like to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, even good night to anyone I might be who's watching this video right now. Just going for my first run this morning. It's about 8 a.m. and I'm going to pick up someone at a hotel and take them to the Express Airport. And just thinking while I was driving how much I love my job. Love, love, love my job. Not even kind of like a job. It's just, I remember waking up this morning about 5:30 something to 6 thinking, oh, I can go out. And then thinking, no, I can lay here a little longer. So this is another inspirational little video about being an Uber driver. For those of you who are looking for just some filler-in money. And I think this would be a wonderful job for you. If you're, I used to didn't like to drive a lot, but now that I'm doing it, I have fell in love with driving. I actually drove cross country somewhat. For me, 7 or 8 hours. A lot of hours for me. I went to South Carolina. So I was very impressed with myself that I was able to make that trip in confidence and not have to worry about having somebody else help me drive. It's nice to have someone to drive with me, but well, right now I'm coming into some construction here. But I just wanted to make a quick short video, like I said, to say hello, and possibly when my rider gets in today, we'll be able to get him on. Oops, something just fell out of my. We'll be able to get him on video if he is interested in being part of my
take exit 192
storytelling.
Right, July 475 north.
So I'll come back once I pick him up. Well, I'm turning into the Marriott. Hey, you guys, I'm coming back with my my rider. I'm taking him to the airport to just get him a rental. But he had a very interesting story, so I stopped him right in the midst of his story because I wanted you guys to kind of hear some of the things that I get to hear while I'm driving, and just to show you how comfortable these rides are. And how many different, how much information you can get from the rides, and how much information you can give me as a driver, I can give to my riders. So I'm not going to name his name, but I'm going to ask him. He was telling me that he got tickets to go to the World Series, and I really perked my interest because I'm at home watching it with my husband who had been sick, and we had planned when the series was over to go to the casino for the first time since he's been out the hospital. So go ahead with your story.
Oh, so I had an opportunity to go get tickets to the Cubs game, World Series last night with my father and my brother. It's hard to pass that up as a lifelong Cubs fan. So we went to the game last night, and it was a nail biter for a while, that's for sure, but what an awesome environment. It was like half Cubs fans too in Cleveland.
Around you?
Just in the stadium, period. Yeah, there was they came out in force, that's for sure. But it was a terrific game with an awesome environment, and something I'll obviously remember the rest of my life. Last time I had gone to a Cubs playoff game of like this late in the playoffs was back in 1984 with my dad as a 6-year-old in Wrigley, Cubs Padres. And the Cubs won 2-0 on a 2-run homer late in the game. So it was an awesome experience, and then it was great to be able to share that again with my dad last night at 32 years later.
Where was your seats at?
Upper deck, behind home plate.
Behind home plate.
Yep.
Now, see, we came to this conversation because when he got in the car, I asked him. He was telling me he was going to get a car. I'm thinking he's going to fly out or something. And then he started talking about the World Series. And so what we had in common with this conversation was, like I said, I got to watch it with my husband. I don't normally watch basketball, football, any of that. But even in the 7th inning, I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to go into a tiebreaker. Well, I'm probably not saying the right terminology, but it goes into the extra innings. And was all right, so I'm here on the couch and I'm, getting all into the game. Don't know nobody's name, don't know nothing, but it was a nice experience. My stepdaughter was here from Denver visiting her dad, so we had family time just as my writer had a memorable family time with his dad watching the series. So for all you fans out there who watched that series last night, I hope your team won, and if it didn't, at least it made it into the World Series.
Yep, Cleveland's time will be coming. They're a good team. And actually, the folks in Cleveland were great, too. I mean, sometimes you go into those opposing team environments and, you know, people can get a little hostile. The fans in Cleveland were fantastic. So they were like, hey, if we don't win, it might as well be you guys, since I think it was the number I heard going into this World Series. It was a combined 140 years since one of those teams won a World Series last.
I was just shocked at all the people that were outside that couldn't see what was going on. I guess they could hear what was going on, and then to see LeBron James, and he was getting all into the game, and then how they went through and picked out all of the stars and well-known people that were there. So it was awesome.
Yeah, Game 7 World Series, you know, it's one of the you know, it doesn't often go to the you know, Game 7, and it's usually one of the, you know, best moments in sports.
It brought back a lot of memories for me from my grandfather. He was a Tigers fan, and him and my grandmother used to really watch it, so I had a lot of fond memories. Not really missing him, just remember the good times, you know. So, wow. Well, my YouTube friends, you get to see the kind of conversations that we have just in a 20-minute ride or a 10-minute ride. Most of the rides are anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes on average. Sometimes I get some longer rides. I went to Adrian, Michigan last week. That was about an hour ride. But I just did this quick video because it ended up being a little longer than I quick. But I always give my rider the opportunity to talk if they would like to, or if not, I don't carry the conversation unless they ask me questions while we're doing the ride. So they can be on their phones or doing some work or just having peaceful, quiet time. They're able to sit in the back seat. They're able to sit in the front seat if they like. And so I just wanted you guys to know that I'll put my information in there for the first time you'd like to take a ride, and you can get $20 towards your first ride. It's a wonderful experience, and it's done all over the world. So come and be part of it.
Super easy.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Super easy.
What were you telling me? How long? He was telling me he does it all the time. Do you mind saying where you're from?
I live actually in Northwest Arkansas, so there's even Uber availability out there. But I was in Minneapolis, so those are the last two places I had lived. So I obviously found out about Uber when I lived in Minneapolis. It was just much more convenient. So you set up basically your profile, your information, and it's super simple.
Well, there's a couple things. I think I have mine on PayPal, but you can do PayPal, anything that's secure for you. Yep. And I haven't heard any stories of people doing crazy stuff with as far as the money part is concerned, you know. But yeah, I think it's wonderful. All right, well, again, I'm signing off. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Give us a thumbs up. Look for more fun topics. Maybe I'll start calling this the Uber Lady and the different topics that we talk about. Enjoy and be blessed, because why? You're blessed by the best.